Hello users of the internet, welcome to my YouTube video. This is my second YouTube video. Now yesterday I did a video also about Scratch. I showed off the Avoid the Lions games, which we can see some of them here. But that was the last video. I mentioned something about Weird Eddie Studios last time, so I think we should take a look at that today. So here we go. Into my stuff area, all my stuff. Last time I said I had several hundred projects. 752 is the exact amount. Though there are many, 35 of them I only have access to, but most of them, the world can get to most of them. So if you're watching this, I suggest you take a look at the 717 shared projects. And as I discussed last time, I have no control over the fact that there's anime in that image. That studio didn't originally have it when I joined, and it does now, but I don't want it to leave because it's just another place I can dump my stuff. But I do not like anime, so please don't think that I support that. So I am in several studios, many of which I joined just to dump my stuff, so I can be seen. This was some kind of TV show someone was working on. I wasn't part of it. I was just invited for some reason, and I just dumped my stuff there. But we're looking at Weird Eddie Studios today, and it's my main studio. I believe it was the first one I created, and that was several years ago. 2014? No, not 14. Maybe 2017. I don't know. I forget exactly. We'll look. I've put all of my projects into it, and many other persons have put some of theirs in there too, because as you can see here, there are many curators, which is the term for the members of the studio. So let's see, how many do we have here? We'll count from the top. These are managers, which are senior curators. Interestingly, I'm the only one of these managers that actually still uses this studio. And as you can see here, I'm the creator. That's probably why I'm the only one who still uses it. Several of these accounts are owned by the same person, the World of Chlorine and World of Chlorine 2. Same person, and Camila Girl, who was the one making that TV show I kind of mentioned. And I think the World of Chlorine may have become Electroman, who was this person for a while. I don't remember. We've kind of lost contact. Anyway, so let's see. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 rows, that's 66. So 67. 67 members. One of which is me, so 66 others. Well, and of course many of them are... Actually, I think one of my other accounts is in here too. And there are probably several repeated accounts. Anyway, there are a lot of accounts. I don't know how many actual persons there are, though. But that doesn't really matter. Lots of funny projects and lots of games too. We'll take a look at Elongated Muskrat in the next video. That's Trelon Musk, but we'll discuss that later. Spent a lot of time on this website creating stuff. Oh, the Target series. We don't need to watch those, but basically it's just like crosshairs going around the screen, and a little cat moves around too. Nothing really happens. It's fun. Most of those were made several years ago, and then for some reason they got removed from the studio, so I had to go back and put them back in. Wow, we're digging deep into Maybe we don't need to go this deep. Okay, we don't need to go this deep. Showed off Avoid the Lion 7 last video. We don't need to watch that again. Is my sound on? Yeah. Okay, we have to put sound all the way up. I didn't make this, but I found it one day, and I thought it was really funny. So here we go. Pretty good. Let's see what this one does. Kind of same thing. It's a remix, but I won't. Oh, it starts you off at different levels. Wonder what this one will do. Roblox. Or as I call it, Roboblocks. That's what my mom calls it, so I call it that too. My brother plays that game. He likes Arsenal. I imagine anyone watching this is familiar with Arsenal, but if you're not, it's, you know, it's a fighting game where everyone has a gun, and you know they two teams, and you try to. Well, you know, it's not really like the team wins. There's whoever shoots the most enemies will win. That's just the members of the other team. But yeah, it's basically so you have a team, so you're not against everyone. You're only against half of everyone. But your team doesn't really work together. But we're not playing Arsenal because I don't really play on Roboblocks. I do my own stuff a lot of times. I mean, I play other games. But anyway, we're discussing Scratch today, so we're going to back to Weird Eddie Studios, right? Okay. Let's see. Lots of fun things on here. Oh yes, the Moonkia Een, because that's the rule. If you remember from the previous video, you have to say Een after saying Moonkia Een, and I even spell it out here because, well, you know, it's there. Well, this is the soundboard for that. This is the soundboard I've created out on Scratch that has all the Moonkia Een sounds, and it's useful for my books. Now, now no one knows this yet because I haven't discussed them, but I write picture books essentially, and since late 2016, I've been doing this. Turned out 21 books so far, and I was writing them long before. I was doing that much prior, starting 2012 or so, and maybe even earlier, 11. But since 2016, this is when all the good ones start. Now, from 2016 to 2018, they're not all that good, but 2018 and forward, those are pretty good. Anyway. But starting at the end of 2016, I wrote The Best of the Wrench. It's a collection of wrench, tool, and other jokes. Anyway, that started a whole thing. I discovered how easy it is to write with such broad titles. And we won't discuss all the books today because I'd like to actually read through those in future videos. And well, but that's for the future. Anyway, in many of the videos, in many of the books, and a lot of the later ones, once they start to improve, Moonkia Een fires his laser a lot, and other lasers are fired. Anyway, I just have that for use. So basically, I use the computers to aid my books a lot, with these sounds for the Moonkia Een and this laser and anyone else's laser. I use songs off the internet because, sometimes you need the music in there to add an effect to the book. Probably can't do that on YouTube, though, because I won't make money. But then again, I'm not doing this to make money. I don't know. Maybe. I don't care. Maybe someone can. I don't really care. Anyway, so here's the first sound. Moonkia Een, in which they say that word. Mooncat. That easy. And here's I Don't Speak, which goes with this, but we'll get into that.
I don't speak.
And then you would say this.
I don't speak mooncat.
And of course, here's the laser, which I think is pretty fun because, you know, it's a laser. So it would go something like this. But, you know, actually, no, I have a thing for that. And of course, the whole thing.
I don't speak mooncat.
Though it was only in one book where they actually said, I don't speak moonkia, and then he fires his laser. I keep that anyway. It's mostly just mooncat. And now, this sixth button, you may be wondering about this if you're anyone who's watching. This is not Arabic. Kind of looks like it, but, you know, well, obviously it isn't. It's English alphabet. Anyway, but it reads, I'm a firing my laser backward. Well, it doesn't read backward. It's just those words backward. And this is what it sounds. So this is what it sounds like forward, of course. And now backward. That's what it sounds like, I think. Now, I didn't intend for this to happen, but I discovered that you can do this. You can just press all of them in rapid sequence, and it will just play all the sounds. What happens if we press this one several times? That was funny.
I don't.
Oh, here's a good one.
I don't speak.
I don't speak Razialam Hama. Alright, one more time. And the other way. I like that laser fired at the end. Okay, I think we've seen enough of this. Oh, it's only in Weird A. I forget exactly everything I have in here. Oh, this one's kind of fun. Hey, I clicked on it. I think it's alright. I don't claim to be an artist, I just figured that was the best way to describe it. I think this pig with a strawberry is kind of funny. Back to Weird A. Square art. I know there's the Cubist art generator. Once again, I don't claim to be an artist. I don't claim to be art either. But I think it's kind of interesting. Let's see. Ah, here it is. Only one of its kind, I guess. Now it's not supposed to be anything. It's just a bunch of squares. It kind of looks nice. The little ones are a little weird, but the big ones look nice together. Basically, it just has two. Starts out with two squares, and then just makes a bunch. It clones them and sets them to random colors and sizes. Yeah, I don't claim to be an artist, as I've said. I just, if there's a better term for this, I don't know what it is. What would be fun is if it would just constantly change on its own. But we don't need to make it do that. I guess showing everything in weird heady. Well, okay, we could go. I suppose we could do Elongated Muskrat today as well. It's kind of a fun game. We'll do that first. I didn't make it. Someone else did. Some game was released on here and it got really popular, and someone went through and added a point system to it, and that made it even better. I prefer the point system version. So basically, there's a little dot on the screen that moves around, leaves a trail, as you probably can see. And on its own, it will turn counterclockwise, but if you click, it will turn clockwise, so you can steer. And you just try to see how long you can get it. The longest I've ever got one was 103 meters, it claims, but clearly that's not a meter. Oh, and by the way, I don't like the metric system, but it's measuring in meters, so I guess I have to use it. How unfortunate, right? I like yards. Sure, they're 3 inches shorter, but, they're better. Anyway, I don't think the scoring system works on here. Well, that's alright. Can't prove I got the score that high. It's just, I know it happened, though. I was there. I did it. Sure, someone's gotten it higher. I don't know. Alright, enough of this. Alright, we'll take a look at Elongated Muskrat. Now, I'm sure everyone's familiar with Elon Musk. Well, we need to start at the beginning. Best part is we don't even need to click on any of these. We can just kind of see all of them, except for 2 and 3, but we'll look at that. So Elongated Muskrat. So look at Elon Musk's head and put it on the super heavy first stage. Elongated Muskrat 2 actually does something. As you could probably tell, I cut the head out from the image myself. I don't have any fancy equipment. Okay, here's the third one. This one does something as well. But most of them are just images. Imagine, I don't know what. I think that's what we call nightmare fuel. Imagine just watching that happen. Imagine being on a dark highway out in the desert somewhere. Maybe there's a storm, maybe there isn't. But then Elon Musk's head is just floating in front of you, moving up and down, left and right, leaving copies of itself all over the place. That is a nightmare. Of course, another good nightmare is a reverse thunderstorm. When it's light out, and there's a sudden flash of darkness, and a high-pitched screech. All the while, for some reason, water is spraying out of the ground and going up into the clouds. That'd be interesting. Alright, so we've got some other ones here. Elon Mower Musk, like lawnmower, but Elon. I think it's good. P-51 Elon Mustang instead of Mustang, because, that's the name of the plane. The World War II fighter. Elon Husk. Is Corn Husk. Elon Husk 2. A Corn Husk doll. I actually made one of those in 2nd grade. Right around Thanksgiving. It was a class project. Elongated Muskrat 4. This probably should have been the first one, but I actually hadn't thought to do that. It's an actual muskrat. And I didn't elongate it, but I should have. Elon Musket. Elon Musk Ox. Now, when I first heard about Elon Musk and how he was trying to make his own space program, I called him Elon Musk Ox. Elon Tusk, because he's an elephant. Elephants have tusks. Well, the males do anyway. Elon Dusk. Found a picture of a sunset. Replaced the sun with Elon Musk's head. Okay, and this is when we start to stray from just the Elon Musk jokes. Koala Harris. You know, Kamala Harris, the so-called vice president, even though I don't think she's supposed to be the vice president. We all know what happened. Some of us just choose to ignore it. Anyway, so here is Koala Harris and Kamala Harris, as in hair, like a rabbit. Well, hares and rabbits aren't the same thing, but you know, you get the idea. Will Ferrell instead of Will Ferrell. Gordon Ramsay. That one's pretty self-explanatory, and honestly, he kind of looks like that anyway. Barack Obama. Pretty self-explanatory. Jim. Well, it's a picture of a crow. Jim Crow, you know, like the segregation laws. Rick Steamroller. Put two and two together. I think you'll figure it out. Elon Musk. I thought that was funny. Elon Mosquito. Elon Musk. Well, that one's probably going to offend someone, but guess what? I don't care. It took a while to actually make this. Had to make a lot of copies of Elon Musk's head. Oh, I should have put one on that dome too. Oh, that's okay. Elon Mutt. The dog in this picture actually looks a lot like Penny the dog, character in the books, who's based off of an actual dog. Now, of course, the story goes that it's same Penny the dog, just, you know, in an alternate reality, or, well, not really an alternate reality. It's this same reality, but on another world, deep in space on the northern edge of the galaxy. Of course, there's no north in space, but that's the. If you look at the astronomical maps, it references that as the northern edge. Elon Crust. That one's not as good, I don't think. But Elon Musk. I thought that was funny. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. This would be funny to have. Elon Musk. It's not perfect, but I think it turned out nicely. His head is clearly too large, but it looks really funny, I think. Elon Musk. I don't get the idea. I don't get what's so great about tea. It's just dried leaves and boiled water. I don't know exactly how to pronounce this one. I don't know if I should call him Melon Musk or Melon Musk or Melon Musk. But you get the idea. He's a watermelon. Dwayne the Clock Johnson. Dwayne the Dock Johnson. Dwayne the Flock Johnson, as in a flock of sheep. Dwayne the Lock Johnson. Dwayne at Mock Johnson, because, you know, the plane's breaking the sound barrier. I think it's an F-15. Dwayne the Shock Johnson, you know, electricity. Dwayne the Stock Johnson, you know, sunflower stock there. Dwayne the Stock Johnson, the stock market. Jerry Seinfeld instead of Feld, because it's a picture of a field. Barry Seinfeld. Harry Seinfeld, because he's a gorilla and, you know, they're covered in hair. Jerry Breinfeld, because, you know, brine, saltwater solution, it's used in pickling. Jerry Seinfeld, because, you know, the trigonometric function, sine. Duck Norris, you know, like Chuck Norris, but a duck. Cluck Norris. Luck Norris. Suck Norris, because he's a vacuum cleaner. I considered putting his head on there, but I thought it would be funnier on the machine itself. Truck Norris. This one turned out better than I expected it to. John Travoltage. We tell a lot of John Travolta jokes here. Well, not on Scratch, but, you know, I do among my very small group. I have no friends, but, well, okay, that's not true, but, you know, I don't have a lot of friends, and I don't care either. I happily live in my room and avoid humans. John Travolta. Now, what's funny about that, I considered doing a Bolt reference because, you know, a Disney movie, it's like a 2009 Disney movie. He played the voice of Bolt, and I considered doing that, but it was too obvious. I thought this would be funnier. One time I found a Bolt somewhere. I think it was at a car wash. Or, no, it was at a Batteries Plus Bulbs. It used to be called Batteries Plus, now it's Batteries Plus Bulbs, because they sell light bulbs too. It was July, I think July 27th of 2021, so just earlier this year. were to take my grandpa and my aunt back to the airport so they could, fly home. They don't live here. They live elsewhere. Wisconsin. I'm in Arizona. Anyway, we needed a new battery for Grandpa's electric wheelchair. Or no, what we were going to do is we were going to have them see if the battery we had worked or not. But anyway, just when we were getting out of the car, I found a bolt on the ground and made this joke. Oh crud! I clicked on it. Okay, I think this one's funny. David Spade, the comedian. Owen, now it's a volleyball. Wilson manufactures balls, sports balls. So Owen Wilson, the actor, plays Lightning McQueen and Drillbit Taylor. Is Drillbit Taylor or is it Drillbit Scott? It's Drillbit Taylor. Treelon Musk and Ceylon Musk. And if you look closely, I edited it so it's the Elonian Sea instead of the Mediterranean Sea. So that covers just about everything here. I'm the only one, but that's okay. It's for me anyway. I think that concludes just about everything there is to do today. So, yes, thank you for watching the video, and enjoy the rest of the internet. And if you, please take a look at the rest of my, well, at this time, other video, but in the future, other videos. At this time, there are only 2, but I'll probably do another one soon, maybe tomorrow or whenever I get an opportunity. And maybe on Monday. No, probably Tuesday. Yeah, I'll do it on Tuesday. I don't know, unless I have something to say sooner. Well, anyway, enjoy the rest of the internet. Goodbye, humans. Wait, how do I turn? Oh.